The fifth Sunday of Easter, May 18th, 2025. As we witness the extraordinary experience of the death and funeral of Pope Francis, and prayed for the election of a new shepherd for the Catholic Church, and then met and welcomed Pope Leo XIV as the 267th Supreme Pontiff, we have been truly blessed. It has been a moment of grace, a time of prayer, and a tone has been set. We are to be peacemakers. War no more. Can we not look again at the words of the first reading in the Acts of the Apostles and see Leo XIV, like Paul and Barnabas, strengthening the spirit of the disciples, exhorting them to persevere in the faith? Retracing the steps of Paul and his companion, we can see the journey of Pope Leo from Chicago to Peru, around the world, and now seated in the chair of St. Peter in Rome. The Church has been called together to report what God has done for us and how the door of faith has been opened wide for all. We are still living in the post-resurrection moment, when Jesus continues to tell us to see him present, not only in those he met, but his presence with us today. The voice said, "Behold, God's dwelling is with the human race. He will dwell with them, and they will be his people, and God himself will always be with them as their God." In an age where ignorance and indifference seems to prevail, we are challenged to make the gospel real in our world. Can I recognize the presence of the Lord in spite of all the hate and evil, with a lack of concern and support for others? That is our task, and now is the time. The selection from Revelation concluded, "Behold, I make all things new." As Jesus was preparing to depart, he wanted to leave a final message and directive. We find it in John's Gospel, in his priestly prayer, but in summary form, he has given a new commandment. It is not the 10 of the Mosaic Law, it is not the 2 as Jesus taught, love of God and neighbor, but in 3 words, simply, love one another. And not only one another, he adds, as he has loved us. Unfortunately, we become selective and put into practice the commandment for those who think the way we do, who agree with us, who treasure what we value, who are kind, considerate. But what about others in whom our God dwells? Do I recognize or even care to reach out to them? Like Paul and Barnabas, we can go out to bring back, to heal, to encourage others to join us. Consider all the things which unite us, allowing us to be one with the Lord. For some, it is the chance to see the Lord in those suffering, in the elderly poor, or the sick, as St. Mother Teresa did. For others, it is offering my gift to build the church, to reach out to the alienated or to our youth, not just to come, worship, and leave. I wonder how many of us thought of the life of the church this past week with the election of Pope Leo. For many, it awakened us to the role he has been asked to take to guide and govern our church. Am I willing to listen and follow? This is a rich moment for us all. He who rode donkeys and horses in the Andes, who served his brother Augustinians, who accepted responsibilities for Pope Francis, may he be a stimulus for us all to exhort and to encourage, to accept and to act, to live the gospel as the Lord summons us today. We do not read the Acts of the Apostles, or ponder the book of the Apocalypse, or look back on the words of Jesus, but we take them, model them, and share that message with others. Why? Because God has chosen us, and we are to recognize that He dwells in us, and we learned that He dwells in others. I will be your God, and you will be my people. In December, Pope Francis opened the Holy Door for the Jubilee year. Today, the doors of faith are opened. Remember that others want to be accompanied and walk through the door of hope and discover the Jesus present among us. Are you ready to meet the task and do your part? God bless you.